Hello there, I'm Teresa Zigman, founder of Seam Sensational and creator of the Sew Like a Pro training series, and you are in the right place to learn to dress for your body shape and size so you always look and feel your best in your dance and skate costumes. In today's video, we are going to talk about bra cups and how to best use them so that you get as much of a natural look or the support that you need in your costume. So let's run through your basic shell cups. Now these are called, usually they're called bra shells. They are nothing more than a shell. They're very thin, they're very flexible, they're lightweight, and you'll notice that they hold a crease. And so I typically do not use these by themselves because of this. They are so unnaturally shaped, they're very pointy, and so our breasts, because they are round, do not fill up this point, and then there's a big air gap in there. And when you're in dance position, I'm just going to do it. When you're in dance position, it caves in, and then you have a caved in breast, which is not attractive. So I very seldom use these shells by themselves. So what I will do is I will put padding in the shells. You can do a regular teardrop pad, or you can do a push-up pad like that, and that way it doesn't want to cave in. It's not, you know, when you mash it, when you get into dance position, and it pops back out because the foam is in there to fill that up. So that is one way to make your shells not be hollow looking. The other way is to glue two shells together. Now, of course, this doubles your cost, but it is highly effective. So what I'll do is I'll get out my hot glue gun. I've got my two shells handy. I have them lined up so that I know how they best fit, and then I will take the inside once I've got the upwards point, and I will go in with my hot glue gun and do some zigzags, and while it's still warm, put them together, and then I just go around in a circle, and that will glue the two layers together so that, here we go, I was going to say I thought I had a pair here that were glued, so that you can now knock on them and they don't cave in. So you now have hard as a rock breasts instead of caved in breasts, right? Okay, so those are the two best ways to use these kind of icky shells. The other option is, a lot of times they're really very unnatural shaped, so you can play around and see if you want to set them in that way or that way. And they do have a slightly different curvature to them, so play around with that and see what you want, what looks best on you. The other thing you can do is cut off the corners so that they're not so uncomfortable, because a lot of times with these little bra cups, they're so pointy, there you go, they're so pointy that they poke and they hurt. So after you have hot glued two of them together, or before you put the padding, so if you're putting padding on the inside, do that afterwards, but you can go in and just trim these corners off, and that way it's not so uncomfortable and it's not poking you, and it just feels better. And lastly, a really good way to use these shells, especially if you have really sensitive skin, is to take Lycra and just cut a real thin strip and zigzag it all the way around the perimeter of the bra cup. I like to use Lycra that matches the bra cup, but you could use Lycra that matches your dress if you want to. But that way, after you've trimmed off the corners, then you just sandwich the whole thing around the edge, and it really just stops it from rubbing underneath here. And you can also use teardropped foam. You can get these at pretty much any fabric store carries them, or a push-up pad, or any combination of that. Of course, you can also use a regular bra. The great thing about most bras these days is that they have so much shape and padding already in there that they'll stand up by themselves. What more could you ask for, right? So you can get a bra at the thrift store for just a few dollars, or use one of your old bras that still has good shape but that the straps just are worn out and they don't support you well. And this you can cut up and sew in your bra instead. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you know I'm very against having a bra strap across the back because it's not an attractive look when there's so many more practical, pretty options. So you'll take the bra and just cut it off and sew it into the dress so that it's just on either side. And got a quick view of that for you here. This was a regular bra that we cut out. Cut the sides, it's just stitched in to the side here, and it's attached up at the top at the princess seam, and that way she's got a really nice natural look with the underwire support that she needs, because she's, you know, of above average size breasts, I guess, so she wants a little more support. So there you go. You have really great options on how to use these icky shells to make them more comfortable and more attractive. And you can also take a regular bra, cut it off, and sew it in. So that is it. I hope you have received value in this little blog about bra cups, and I look forward to talking to you all soon. Please leave a comment or a question below if you have anything you'd like for me to cover in the future, or if you have any bra tips of your own. And if you haven't already signed up to receive the bi-monthly blogs, go ahead and do that. Leave me your name and email address, and that is it. I will talk to you again soon. Thank you so much for joining me.